Hey guys, how you doing today? So we got our Universal Yums stickers on the inside again. This V-Day I found eternal love with Ukrainian nums, it says on the sticker. It wasn't in its normal box. It was in this weird brown one. And what was really funny is that the label is like taped on here, and it looks like it may have originally been on the normal type of box. Like I can see behind the sticker that there's like the pattern that's normally on there. So I don't know if the original box got damaged. I hope that doesn't mean that any of my goods are damaged in here or missing, because that would really suck. But like I said, it's Ukraine. We've got our little card here. What does it say? The Ukraine, Kyiv, K-Y-I-V, if you've never heard of it, is the capital. And boasts the world's deepest metro station and the tastiest garlic rye chips, it says. Karvik, say cheese, the science hub is where electrons, the smallest parts of the atom, were first photographed. That's interesting. Shipola, not sure if I said that right. Your wasabi chip strips hail from this city. Odessa has famed Potemkin stairs, designed to look endless, hence the nickname Giant Staircase. Lviv, L-V-I-V, again, I don't know if I'm saying these right, dubbed the coffee capital of the Ukraine. City is the birthplace of the modern coffee house. And then there's Kolomia. A museum in the city displays over 6,000 intricate paisanka, or Ukrainian Easter eggs. I actually used to work with a Ukrainian, and I'm sure if she sees this, she'll correct me on all my pronunciation that I'm getting wrong, because I'm sure I am. Interesting thing is that when I was in high school, we actually had a Ukrainian family that lived down the block that was pretty good friends with my siblings, my younger siblings. And my mom was part of it, the Seattle Interfaith Choir. And they actually learned how to sing Handel's Messiah in Russian, went to Russia and sung it. And at that time, I don't think the USSR had fully disbanded. I mean, Russia was Russia and the Ukraine was the Ukraine, but I'm not sure that I don't remember what year that happened. So I don't know if it was fully separated yet at that point. But anyways, my senior year of high school, some of the people from the Russian opera group came here, and it was really neat because those Ukrainian kids from down the street spent a lot of time at our house, and it was like having our own private interpreters. So that was kind of cool. Although they didn't bring us any food. They brought some really pretty stuff. I have a really beautiful painted wooden spoon in the other room. I used to have a really pretty brooch and earrings that were filigree silver, but unfortunately when my house got broken into a few years ago, it got stolen. But they do have beautiful, beautiful things in the Ukraine. And I've seen those eggs that were mentioned on our little sheet here. They're absolutely gorgeous. And I think my mom might actually have one that she brought home. Anyways, sorry, total tangent there. What comes to mind when you think of the Ukraine? The bitter cold, the fiery vodka? Time to discover everything in between. What does it have here? Burning water. How do you burn water? Let's see. I'm just trying to see if there's anything super interesting in here. What you might know about Italy. Why is it saying what you might know about Italy instead of typo? In the town of Kleven lies a train tunnel of trees known as Tunnel Kokhania, Tunnel of Love. I actually have seen this before. There's a picture of it right here. I mean, not in person. I've seen pictures of it, and I think that would be a great place to go visit. It looks so cool. It says what you may not know. Since 91, the Ukrainian government has fought for their capital to be spelled K-Y-I-V rather than K-I-E-V. What's the difference? Well, K-I-E-V is the Russian version, so Ukrainians prefer K-Y-I-V, as it preserves their unique national identity. That is really cool, actually. I love it. And how did they spell? They spelled it the right way on here. I mean, the Ukrainian way on the paper, of course. They've got a recipe for duruni, a classic potato pancake. I mean, what's wrong with potato pancake? Nothing. I'm Jewish. We make latkes, also Norwegian. We have lefse, both potato pancakes, both amazing. I usually don't look through the trivia train, but there's little trivia questions in here as well. It's got a list of all the things you could have in here, the nutritional facts. Oh, it's got some cool instruments that are traditional to the Ukraine. I'm not going to try to pronounce them, and I'm definitely not going to try to do the whole question thing. There's also a drink in here. Every Ukrainian kid can recognize the light, fragrant aroma of kompot. I think Kompot. It's that popular. The iconic fruit juice is made a dizzying number of ways with blueberries, strawberries, apricots, and more. So it's no wonder locals reach for a glass any time of day. Once you try the strawberry one, you'll suspect you'll want to do the same. So it's a bunch of water, some frozen strawberries, and sugar. You boil the water, add the strawberry and sugar, cook it for a while, and let it cool. Okay, that does sound pretty good. I mean, it's basically strawberry water? Strawberry juice water? I don't know. Interesting. And they also have a cool little activity that kids could do if you have kids, where they can draw their own Ukrainian egg. So that's kind of cool. And it shows a couple of really cool gardens that they've got there, or parks that they have there. So I always think these booklets are kind of fun, kind of interesting, the little things. So let's see what we've got. The first thing we've got is a chip. Ooh, flavor of veal and ajika. I don't know what that is, but it says it's spicy over here, and there's a chili pepper, some chili pepper of some sort over there. I can't talk. I'm sorry. It's been a long day with some complicated phone calls. The joys of working in a customer service position. You get crazy things sometimes. Well, even worse is the type of customer service, but that's not our point today. Let's try these chips. It does have a slightly meaty feel to it. Not getting the spice right away. I wonder if it's one of those that it builds as you go. They are kind of like the puffed kind of thing. Not a potato chip. Actually, I don't even know if they're potato. Yeah, potato starch, dehydrated potato, dried potato, corn flour, rice flour. Ooh, turmeric for color. Turmeric's good for you. Oh yeah, see, now I'm starting to get a little bit of that heat. Those are pretty good. Yeah, let's see what's next. Homemade bread chips with garlic. Rye wheat bread crisps. I love rye bread. I don't know if it's because I'm Jewish or what. Maybe it's in my blood. But I do love rye bread. I love a good sandwich on rye. And garlic is life. So, oh, there's a paper bag. And then there's a elastic bag inside of the paper bag. Oh, this reminds me of the little rye crisp that you get in Gardetto's chips here in the States. It's got the little thingy to be able to tear, but oh, there it goes. See, it's not tearing very easy for me. I'm sure I'll love these. Yeah. These are live. They're kind of broken up though. I wonder if that's because of my weird box. Wonder if it did get damaged. Those are my favorite part of Gardetto's, by the way. More than any other piece of the Gardetto is the rye crisps. So I'm definitely on board with that. Trying to see if there's anything else savory in here before I move on to the sweet. And I already see something that I know I love. And I don't want to grab it first. I think everything else... Oh, wasabi. I remembered there being something about wasabi. I think that's the only other savory. So let's go for it. Golden chips potato with flavors of wasabi. I don't mind some wasabi with my sushi, or even wasabi peas in with my rice cracker mix. So, let's see. Although they do get a little hot sometimes on me. Looks like it's a long... I thought the box was kind of odd for a chip, but it looks like it's more of a... like a thin cracker. I bet you they were as long as this package was before this package got beat up. Oh, there's a little... you can see a little bit of green right there. The wasabi flavor look. Pretty good. Definitely got that heat right away. It's definitely got that wasabi flavor. Those are pretty good. I bet you Kevin's gonna love those. Let me get some. Oh, right. I'm trying to push them back into the box, and I forgot it doesn't fit all the way into the box. You should take half the box off. All right, so, actually, before I go switch it to sweet here, get a little water to get that flavor out of there. All right, so the next thing we see is Polus. Polus? I don't know. Chocolatey coated wafer bar with almonds. I do love a wafer cookie. Well, actually, right about now, I wish I could go to the European deli and pick up some pelmeni, because now I want Russian/Ukrainian food. If you've never had pelmeni, oh my gosh, it's like the Ukraine/Russian version of a meat ravioli, basically, or kind of like a ravioli. They're folded a little different, but it's a very similar idea. And they're so good. And the European deli we have close to us actually has one of the things I can see in here. Lots of wafer cookies like these. These ones are actually chocolate covered, which is kind of cool. And they have pelmeni. And they have ones that are veal. They have chicken. They have pork. They have beef. Oh, it's so good. I just totally want pelmeni now. That's so crazy. Too bad they're half an hour away and Kevin's not home with the car yet, so I know I couldn't get there before they close. All right, let's try this wafer cookie. One thing about wafer cookies from Europe versus American wafer cookies is that are usually a lot more layers. Thin little layers of wafer. Yeah, it's really good. The wafer cookies I grew up with, the wafers were probably about the same size, but the stuff in between was like 2-3 times, maybe even 4 times as thick as this, so you get less. They didn't stick together as well, you know. I don't know, there's just something different about them, and I like these kind better. So let's see what's next. Man, those are really good. Oh, another one, but this one has caramel. Well, shoot, if the almond one's good, I can't imagine the caramel wouldn't be. I love caramel. Yeah, that's really good. The same kind of thing, of course. Really good. All right, what's next? We got a smaller bar right here. Russian milk chocolate bar with creme brulee filling. Ooh, well, that's fancy. Okay, it's funny. You see how they've got this English label stuck to the top? You know, like you can tell it wasn't originally there. This is 100% what it's like when I go to the European deli. Not everything has an American label, but a lot of them have English labels pasted on, which kind of helps me out sometimes, because otherwise I don't know what in the world I'm getting. I really truly want to go take a trip to the European deli though now. It's a grocery and deli, so they've got like British teas, well, teas from a lot of places really. They've got like Turkish Delight and Belgian chocolates, and oh my god, the meat and cheese counter is to die for. There are so many kinds of salami and bologna and cured meats and tons of different kinds of cheeses you don't usually get here in America. If you have a European deli somewhere close to your house, seriously, go check it out. It's a good place to find things like these little yums that are in our boxes. But it's just really cool to get to see those things from other places, like pfeffernuss, which is a Norwegian gingerbread cookie that's soft and kind of soft, but kind of hard on the outside at the same time. The tea, like I said, the teas from other places, the chocolates from other places, the wafer cookies. I don't know if I've ever seen these chocolate covered ones at our store, but they have ones that aren't chocolate covered, but they've got so many different flavors of them, and it's really interesting. They also tend to have, the non-chocolate ones covered at least, they tend to be less sweet than our cookies. So if you're looking for something that's kind of like a treat, but not as sweet as most American cookies, they're kind of cool for that too. I need to try this chocolate bar with creme brulee. That's pretty good. Yummy. All right. Got a little yum bag I'm trying to ignore for now. The next thing we have is, I don't even know how to say this. It's a Toffee Creamy Deluxe bar. I was trying to pronounce this, and I don't know if this is supposed to be a T or a J. So I'm just not gonna try. I'm gonna leave it at that, but I don't know how to say that. I keep eyeballing the thing I see in there that I know I've had before, and I know I love them. And they have got so many flavors at our European market. I'm sorry, I keep getting sidetracked by that European market of mine. Just because I know they have so many of, they do have a heavy presence of Ukrainian stuff. And I believe a lot of the workers are actually Ukrainian as well. It's a really soft toffee. And a lot of times, toffee here, you expect it to be like a hard thing. But this is more like a stiff fudge in texture. You see, I can just tear that apart with my fingers. That is really tasty. Oh my gosh. Alright, let's see. The next thing we have is Roshan Caramel Bubble Chocolate. Have you ever had bubble chocolate? It's so good. I love it. There's a brand called Aero, A-E-R-O, that I get at Cost Plus World Market. I'm trying to think if I've ever seen it at the European. I don't think so. But it's this bubble chocolate. What's interesting about it is that it kind of looks like a normal chocolate bar on the outside. See how it looks just kind of normal? But when you break it open, look at all those tiny little air bubbles. And so you get less chocolate for the same size bar because it's aerated like this, but it's really good. Which one is it? Oh, this is supposed to be a caramel chocolate. I'm guessing white chocolate. That's really good. Some good sweets in here. All right. I still keep moving that one thing. Oh, upside down. The sticker on the back says Golden Key Mini Cakes with Condensed Milk Cream. The label on the back is upside down from the front. That's why I picked it up upside down at first. But I can read upside down, so who cares? Just read it upside down. Can we get it open? There we go. Oh, it's all one piece. So I'm going to have to break it. Sometimes I think I need a little cutting board and a knife in here when I do this. It's just a little snack cake. You see? Not a lot of filling. It's a very thin filling compared to American ones would be. And then you just got these tiny little chocolate rows on the top. Rip that in half. Oh, there's a lot more in the center. So I guess the condensed milk cream is more in the center of the cake than on the edges. Pretty good. It's an interesting flavor. You can't quite place it. I don't know, but it's good. Whatever it is. Alright, we've gotten down to the one I keep skipping for last. Bonnie Fruit Gummies. These are so good. They have them in a lot of different flavors at our European market. And I love these. If you think of those little gummy jelly fruit wedges that you had when you were a kid. Like there was the orange wedges, but if you were lucky you found the mixed fruit ones. But they were that really tough kind of a gummy jelly thing, right? These are so soft. I mean, look how easy those are to squish. And they're so good. I love these things. This is the summer mix. You see there's a lot of different things in there. There's some apple and I don't know what they all are, but I know. Oh, it's cute. Look, it looks like a little pear. So I assume that one's pear. We've got cherries. Don't know what this wedge is supposed to be. Maybe it's orange. Maybe it's something. Anyways, the one I ate was a peach one. That I know for sure. Here's our little green apple. Looks like there's a raspberry down in here maybe. Looks like a raspberry or blackberry. God, I love these things so much, seriously. Like, as soon as I saw these in the box, I was excited. Because like I said, I get these all the time at our local European market. Because I love those things. They are so good. So then we have our little yum bag, which is where they put all the little or tiny things. It looks like almost like somebody tried getting into it. We're going to need our scissors for this. Maybe there's a reason to have non-fabric scissors over here. Because the only ones that were on my desk, this desk, were the fabric ones. The desk behind me, where I actually do my job 9 to 5. Well, not exactly, but you know what I mean. That's where my other pair of scissors are. Try to see how many different things we've got in here. We've got little filled toffees. Minky Binky. This one looks like it's maybe blueberry. Kevin loves blueberry, so if there's not two, I'm going to keep that one for him. If they're all different flavors, I should say. This one looks like it's a peach filled toffee. Oh, there's 2 peach filled toffees. And there's a strawberry. So I guess I get a strawberry and a peach because I definitely want to leave a blueberry for Kevin because he likes blueberries quite a bit. I'm wondering how soft this toffee is. If it's soft like that other one. Yeah, it is. It's like they've got a gummy inside of soft toffee. That's pretty tasty. What else is in here? I've got 4 of these little things and 3 of those. Let's see. Sorry, there was 4. I already took one out. 2 of them are the same flavor though, or 3 of them are the same flavor, and then there's one that's different. Okay, so what's this one? Crazy Bee, it says. What is a crazy bee? It's like a jujube. It's a little gummy. Looks like there's something in the center though. It's a super soft gummy like that. Oh, it doesn't have like a liquid that oozes out. That's pretty good. There's a couple of those in there. And then there's 4 of these in 2 different flavors. This one's the cola flavor. Fizzy, it says. And this one, I'm assuming, is orange. Yep, orange. I'm going to go ahead and go for the orange. Orange flavored candy. The fact that it says fizzy right there on the front. Fizzy boom, actually. I'm going to guess that this has kind of got like a pop rock center or some kind of a fizzy candy center. It's just a little hard candy there. I can definitely tell there's something in the middle of it. I'm guessing it takes you a minute to get to it though. I almost want to crunch on it just to see if I can get that fizzy loose. It's pretty hard though. Ow. Yeah, I can't break it. Not with my teeth, at least. Well, a fizzy candy. The orange flavor tastes really good. So there we go. There's our box for this month. There's some pretty good little treats in here. I'm seriously though, my favorite is right here and right here. Things I already love in life, honestly. I do really like the wafer cookies too. This is seriously my favorite gummies ever. My favorite fruit. It's kind of like the fruit snacks that, like the juice fruit snacks that kids get, mixed with those weird multi-fruit wedge candies. They're very good. I highly suggest picking up some Bonnie fruit if you have a European market anywhere near home. Look for those because they're so good. So that is it for today. See y'all guys next time.